Today, I'm just going to do a short sequence of working into shoulders. So I know a lot of you are, we're working from home, but you're maybe a little less active than you have normally been, and we're just holding all this tension and kind of fear. And this is what we do as humans. We want to protect ourselves, and without even realizing it, we are probably lifting our shoulders up a little bit tighter and curling them in and causing all this tension in maybe our necks and our shoulders. Maybe you're getting a few headaches. So we're going to ease into the shoulders. Probably won't even get off our mats, into standing today, but we're just going to ease into the shoulders a little bit and try and work out some of that tightness. So we're going to start nice, easy, cross-legged. You don't have to be in a half lotus. You start wherever you wish to be. And just press the hands down onto the knees. Lift the crown of the head towards the ceiling and root the tailbone down. Perfect. I'm going to just start with some nice little easy shoulder rolls. So we're going to bring the shoulders forward. We're going to bring the shoulders up towards the ears and then take them towards the back. Roll the shoulder blades down the spine. And again, forwards. Shoulders up by the ears. Roll them back. Roll the shoulder blades down the back. One more time. Roll the shoulders forward. Make these really exaggerated shoulders up towards the ears. Roll the shoulders back and roll the shoulders back down. Now we're going to bring in a little bit of breath to this, almost like we're doing a cat-cow and a little bit of belly. So we're going to exhale first because that's just the movement. So as we exhale, we'll roll the shoulders forward. Spine goes really far back, cool, all the way down this time. Breath in as you start to lift the shoulders up. Keep breathing in. Belly comes forward, roll the shoulders back down. Spine, and breath out as you curl all the way around. Let's keep going. Let's do 2 more of these. Inhale, lift up, belly comes forward, and roll it all the way down again. Inhale, the crown of the head towards the ceiling, really take the shoulders back, and then come back down towards neutral. Beautiful. Take a moment, notice how that feels. You're going to take your right hand, raise it into the air, and just take hold of your left ear and just gently pull the head to one side, pressing the left hand towards the left knee. Beautiful. Gently lift the head back up, drop the right hand down onto the right knee. Take the left hand over the head, right. Take hold of the right here and again. So just gently pushing gently onto the right knee. And just that gentle stretch of the neck on this side. Beautiful. Come back through center. Take the hands around behind the back. I'll show you from this side. So take the hands around behind my back. Interlace the fingers. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and send the knuckles down towards the floor. Squeeze them as much as you can. Crown of head towards the ceiling. And a nice gentle release. We're going to do that one more time. So hands around behind the back, interlace the fingers, send the knuckles down towards the floor. And exhale, release. Breath in as you sweep the hands wide. Breath out as you find eagle arms. or as much as eagle arms. If you can't, bring them back to back, or do whatever you can in your version. Elbows up to shoulder height. Take a moment. Breath in as you open them up wide, breath out as you wrap eagle arms the other way. Breathe in as you sweep your hands wide. You're going to take arch your arms, so you're going to take your left hand around behind your back, your right hand over. As much as you can. Maybe you can take hold of the fingers, maybe the palms meet. Lift the crown of the head towards the ceiling. Just 3 or 4 breaths in each of these poses. Breath in as you swap the hands over. Breath out as they come around. Crown of head towards the ceiling. Beautiful, and release. Take a moment in center. Unravel your legs and just take your feet out so they are about hip distance apart. Take your hands down behind your back. So you're kind of in this position. Fingers are pointing towards your heels. So in this, depending on where you position yourself, you go a little bit deeper. So you want to go deeper, you're going to move yourself towards your heels. If that's too much, you take it back a little bit. So I want to go a little bit deeper in this. I'm going to take myself down towards my heels, and then you're just going to drop your shoulders back. I want to go a little bit further. I really want to get into my shoulders. So if I come really close to my heels, the further I go away, the deeper I get into this stretch, and it feels really good through the front line of my shoulders. So I'm really feeling I need this at the moment. So we're going to stay here for 5 breaths. Beautiful, and release it back. Nice and easy. So now we're going to extend our left leg out. You can just stay right where you are on your mat. So your left leg comes to the end of your mat. And you're going to take your right foot in towards the side. So now your right knee is bent, your left leg is going down to the end of the mat. Left hand is going to come across to your right knee. And the right hand is going to go to the side. So if you are super tight, you can stay right here. Okay. Just this little twist into the shoulders is maybe enough. Otherwise, your right hand starts to lift, and take the left shoulder down to the inside of the left knee and start to take it over. Maybe you only come to here, maybe that's okay. Or maybe it's going to go all the way down, maybe it's going to take hold of the foot. You want to really rotate through this. So the left shoulder wants to go up towards the ceiling. Breathe in as you lift all the way back up, and then you're going to take that left leg and you're going to bring it over so the foot is to the outside of the right knee, so you come into this sweet little position here. You're going to breath in and take the left hand up towards the ceiling, take the left hand down behind the back. The right hand sweeps up towards the ceiling, the breath in. And with the breath out, take the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. So there's some options here. Stay right here if this is enough for you. But if you want to get deep into your shoulders and a real big stretch along the back there, you're going to take this right hand and you're going to take it to the outside of this foot, or to the inside of the foot rather. And so just hold onto the inside of the foot, and you will feel a much deeper stretch across the shoulders. Take a release. Let's swap them over. So this time the right leg is going to extend out, and the left leg is foot is going to come into the inside of the right thumb. Take the right hand across to the left knee, and the left hand to the mat beside the left hip. Take a moment here. Maybe this is as far as you can go. Maybe this stretch is really enough for you. That is okay. If it feels good, left hand starts to lift and take the right shoulder down to the inside of the right knee, take a left palm over. Maybe this is where you're going to end up, or maybe you can stretch all the way over, take hold of the foot. This time the left shoulder sinks up towards the ceiling. Beautiful. Left hand lifts, comes back down. This time take the right leg, take the right foot to the outside of the left knee. Right hand lifts and goes down behind your back. Left hand lifts, left elbow goes to the outside of the right knee. You're coming into this twist. And if it feels good, and only if you can do this mindfully and easily, take that left hand, take it to the outside of that foot. You get this deep stretch through the shoulders. Feels really good. Beautiful, and take a release. You're going to turn all the way around and bring yourself down onto your belly. Beautiful. You're going to take your left hand down onto the floor in a T, palm facing down. Take your right hand down next to your right shoulder and just roll over. And taking your right foot and placing it on the floor behind. We're just going to do a few breaths here through the shoulder roll. Roll back through center, take the right hand down, palm facing down, left hand underneath the left shoulder. Just roll yourself over that right shoulder, left foot coming down onto the floor behind. Beautiful, roll back through center. Okay, so now we're going to swap the arms in a different way. So I want you to, first of all, just lift yourself up into this Sphinx position. So you're just starting here. Then we're going to take our left hand and we're going to work it underneath our right and bring it around onto the floor. So the left palm is over on the right side and the palm is facing down onto the floor. Then we're going to take our right arm, which is in front now, and place it on the floor. On the other side, palms are both facing down. You're going to drop your chin in front of those triceps and just take a few breaths here. Lift the head. Swap them over. So now you're going to take the left hand, place it in front of the right, work the palms down. You may find, wow, it's a lot tighter than the other. My right shoulder's feeling a little tight at the moment. It's a little bit more uncomfortable on this side. Chin comes down in front and just rest on the tricep. Lift the head. We're going to take the palms over our forearms down in front and just take fingers to elbow. We're going to roll our belly down until the two bottom ribs touch the floor. So you're kind of in this position where the elbows are a little bit forward of the shoulders. You're creating this little table for yourself, and then just drop your forehead down onto your forearms. Again, this breathing is a super calming to the body and to the nervous system. It's always a good place to come back to if you're feeling anxious or stressed. Just feeling of the belly rising and falling against the ground and breathing into the correct space just really sets the body back into a good space. So use this whenever you need to. You can take as long here as you need. So thank you so much for joining me in this little short practice just to open up and ease through the shoulders. Stay safe, stay well, be grateful. Namaste.